most people already know by now that both Suicide Squad movies, one was critically panned, one was critically acclaimed, and the one that did not do so well critically and commercially was the one I remember in August 2016, directed by David Ayer, and the one that in 2021 from James Gunn, just simply titled The Suicide Squad. That was actually an excellent movie. So between the two, if you haven't seen either one, choose the latter one because that was much better. And, more and more details, it seems like, coming behind the scenes. And, I just thought interesting details even now. So David Ayer, the director of that movie, speaking to Jon Bernthal. Of course, a lot of people know Jon Bernthal from many movies, like Fury is another one that he actually collaborated with Ayer on. And of course, everyone knows Bernthal by now as the Punisher and those Marvel Netflix shows. In fact, I think they're on Disney Plus now. And a whole bunch of great films, like even Driver. Yeah, I remember Driver is another one. But it turns out Bernthal has a podcast of his own, and he invited David Ayer as a guest, and it just asked him details about that movie. He did say that the final cut was one that he didn't really approve, and it was like for him, like biggest Hollywood heartbreak. And like, I'll just read a little bit of a quote, but basically he said that movie, like that shit broke me, it handed me my ass and ripped to pieces. But I mean, even though I have the quotes, I have the video itself. So I'm just gonna, hold on, I want to play it in just a moment.
What's your biggest heartbreak in the film industry? What's the thing that's hurt the most?
All right. So Hollywood, I tell people, is like watching someone you love get fucked by someone you hate. So the big one is like Suicide Squad. That shit broke me. That handed me my ass.
How so?
Come right off Fury, right? Had the town in my hand. Could have done anything, and I did do anything. And go on this journey with it, and the same thing, like authentic, truthful. Let's do all the rehearsal. Let's really get in each other's souls. Let's create this amazing collaborative thing, right? And then Deadpool opened, right? And then they never tested Batman versus Superman, so they were expecting a different result, and then they got hammered by all the critics. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna turn David Ayer's dark, soulful movie into a fucking comedy now.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure what he's simply referring to is the World War II movie, Fury. He directed, also starring Bernthal. Another young actor, I keep forgetting his face, but he is known for the Percy Jackson and Maze Runner films. Shia LaBeouf, Brad Pitt also included. That was a good film. That was a pretty good, solid war film, I guess, so to speak. But I just love what he said about the Suicide Squad movie. And look, I don't blame him, especially like, this year there's a legitimate discussion about superhero movie fatigue, at least from the DC side. More DC-esque films this year, more so than Marvel films, and also concentrate on TV. But without getting too off topic on that part, like, I really don't blame him that he really wanted to create something serious and, like I said, dark, soulful. And instead, like, something that turned into like an action comedy. Because I know there are wacky, goofy characters. And even the other night, it was like on NBC2, and I'm just like, oh my God, this shit show movie again. Like, nothing wrong with the cast, but like sometimes when you see the cast members, like that also included Will Smith as well, Margot Robbie, fantastic as always, acting as Harley Quinn. Another one. Even the Enchantress character played by Cara Delevingne, like really awkward. And Viola Davis, awesome as Amanda Waller, but the whole film in general, like, it just did not put the DCU in such a great spot. And just the movie itself, even financially, even if there was like an extended 11-minute cut, was not really good at all. Yeah, I remember there was some sort of extended cut for like an extra 11 minutes of footage. It just didn't really make too much of a difference for me. And even the whole Jared Leto Joker thing just got overhyped with stories of him sending castmates dead rats and poisonous snakes and how he was decepted in the trailer. It just was like really weird. I agree, like how unsatisfied and unhappy he was. But that's why, at least, well, as long as there aren't any more strikes, at least like around 2025, we are getting Gunn's Superman Legacy movie. So hopefully from now on, the upcoming slate of DC films are much better than what we've seen.